Hello, my name is Przemek Wolański. I'm an entrepreneur of innovations and optimizations of production processes. I participated in very large projects, for example, the biggest Cadbury investment in Poland. I designed a wind tunnel by myself, for which I received Polish Aviation Society Person of the Year award. Today, I will present how you can become a shareholder in a project that will outclass the competition in the food trucks industry. There are approximately 1,000 food trucks operating in Poland alone. The overwhelming majority of them offer fast and unhealthy food, in its nature very greasy and unbalanced, but possible to make in small, mobile kitchens. The rest of the group is looking for their niche in sweets, drinks, and snacks. It is in a way logical, as the transportation is facilitated with a practically non-existent preparation process and a minimum waste. Luckily, there are also some food trucks owners who focus on high-quality food, but they are few and far between. Most importantly, the mobile food market in Poland is still in its infancy. It relies heavily on worn-out imported vehicles. Many people are passionately trying their hand at this market, but few of them have well-established formal knowledge about how to prepare and store food. It is in these aspects qnaq, or kitchen on wheels, is ahead of competition. My project was methodically developed. First, the final product was precisely determined or precisely defined. Only when I knew what I wanted to produce, I started to design the kitchen, and then I chose the right platform for it. How do you get restaurant-quality food in your truck? The cooking style of sous vide, which is French for in vacuum, comes in handy here. It is a way of preparing food where dishes are cooked in low temperature in vacuum bags. As there is no physical contact with water, the full taste and nutritional value are retained. What does the customer expect to eat, regardless of the style or place on earth? Food that is inexpensive, tasty, healthy, and quickly served. So far, sous vide is ticking 3 out of 4 boxes. In Poland, one can try such food in following places. Why are we not afraid to talk about the others? Because they are not really our competition. Each of these restaurants is tied to a location, because sous vide is a very modern solution which requires very modern infrastructure. The devices are very expensive and designed for stationary use. Is this the only way? No. Thanks to the experience I gained on the largest projects, I was able to design and miniaturize the sous vide cooking process in such a way that it can be mounted on a car. This allowed me to create a pop-up restaurant with minimal human participation. Restaurant is ready to work after 30 minutes from arrival. The food is being prepared during the journey. qnaq will provide the opportunity to eat in a restaurant atmosphere throughout the year. This will be ensured by a pitched tent with heating. That's not all. We have also modified scooter, so we will be able to provide catering services even before the restaurant is set up. This gives us an additional set of potential customers that others do not have access to. I plan to increase energy efficiency by installing solar panels of my own design on the roof and increase productivity through progressive automation. I do not call qnaq a food truck, but a restaurant, because that's what I will be able to achieve, the sous vide mobile restaurant. Thanks to proprietary and original solutions, I can provide restaurant services anywhere throughout the year. Because qnaq is built from scratch, I am not forced to compromise. Seeing the trends in the way of life, I am bringing restaurant closer to people. Many of us are on the run even when we are resting. That is why I want qnaq close and without need for reservation. The first restaurant is practically finished. The idea was conceived in December 2016. At the beginning of 2017, after analyzing the market, it took the form of qnaq. At that time, the project was created and I immediately started to implement. Until now, the energy transfer system has already been made. We can also act as a hybrid drive. Currently, the self-supporting structure of the restaurant is mounted. Sous vide equipment is ready and waiting for installation. Current tasks are to finish the kitchen and restaurant part, perform a technical review, and start operation. To do this, I need a loan of €37,500. Because qnaq will be able to operate on one of the highest commissions on the market, I am able to accept an interest rate of 20% annually, and I can pay back the loan in 2 years. In addition, the lender will receive 15% of shares in the company. If the lender does not decide on a full loan, he will receive 1% of the shares for every 2,500 euros lent, which after 5 years, I, the originator, would have option to buy back for 150% of market value. These shares with average development estimations can give a 10-fold return, and with 50 operating restaurants even a 30-fold refund. The business model assumes that the restaurant will cover its operating costs by selling just 30 servings a day, so I am not afraid of working in deficits and expect an income in the first month of work. The average food truck sells about 200 servings a day. Such sales will be ensured by a conservative development scenario. In the case of a large event, when there is a large concentration of potential customers, the one food truck is able to serve 600 servings a day. However, due to long queues and lack of processing capacity in sales peaks, it loses over half of the potential customers. Extreme qnaq optimization gives the potential of one restaurant to serve up to 2,500 portions. This will allow to serve all potential clients. After collecting the necessary funds, I will need 3 weeks to finish the car. After this time, I will start restaurant operations. Right from the start, we will analyze qnaq operations and optimize it. As you can see, we are at the beginning of a revolution. The groundwork has already been done. I will now be happy to answer any questions.